Hey everybody, Susan here with Pumpkin Hill Stampers. I have a Stampin' Show and Tell for you today, and we're going to be featuring the Toile Tidings Designer Series paper, which is in our fall holiday catalog. Now, this card is strictly Designer Series paper and sentiment. Okay? Now, this sentiment happens to come from the Merry Christmas to All stamp set, which was in last year's holiday catalog, and now it's in our annual catalog. And I'm using this great big expression, "May the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy." So sometimes I love the DSP suite, but I'm not so keen of a stamp set. Or maybe I have a similar stamp set that was recently retired, so I don't want another one, right? It would be like having a duplicate. But the Designer Series paper could still be beautiful used with retired stamps or just sentiments. So that's what today's card is all about. Designer Series paper with sentiments. Now you're going to notice I've used this leaf. So this is a very patterned paper with all kinds of leaves and images. So I've paired in the Rooted in Nature stamp set, and I've used this leaf here just to embellish my envelope there. Okay, so you can always go to your stamps in your stamp collection, find things that coordinate, mix and match them, create a design, and go with it. So we're going to make this card today. So the Toile Tidings Designer Series paper suite is Garden Green and Real Red with Very Vanilla. That's it, 2 colors, which makes doing a card really simple. You don't have to think, which colors do I want to use? So here we go. Now, you know, all my details will be on the tutorial blog, but I'm going to tell you that I cut these 2 vanilla pieces just a hair smaller, and I always have to compare which ones. The larger one is on top. So all those details will be in my blog, but just so that I get the right one and get the best results here. So I have 2 samples of the DSP, and like I said, the flip side is the red, but we're using the green today. And we're just going to build a background. So we're going to put the 2 edges on, okay, and I'm going to step them in equal top and bottom on both sides. Okay, and then we're going to run this thin panel right down the middle, and then we have our background piece for the card. So let's just go ahead and snail those right on. So snail on the side, obviously, that you want down. And like I said, I'm just going to line it up so I have approximately the same edging of Very Vanilla on both the top and the bottom. Same here. And then I'm going to put this panel right down the middle. Now this card, you could easily flip it and do the red if you prefer the red to the green. But I did one in green, and then I have another one to share with you that's in red. I'll do that on a different video. But there we have it. Now, the suite has this beautiful garden green, Very Vanilla ribbon. It's got stitching on it, and it's got the green down the middle. So I'm going to wrap and tuck. Sorry, all of a sudden I have a tickle in my throat. Wrap and tuck one piece, so I just have to cut it a little bit longer on both sides. And so I flip this over. You've seen me do this before. And I just add snail to the back. So we wrap it, and we tack it to that snail on the back. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my dimensionals because I am going to pop this up on the front of the card. This busyness out of the way, and I'm just going to layer these up. Now you could, sometimes I take my ends and I go right over the tabs on those ribbons just to make them a little more secure, okay, but it's not necessarily. So we're going to pull these up. Sometimes the chunkier ribbons are a little bit harder to wrap and tack. I know some people use the tear and tape to put them down, so whatever you have in your supplies is what you use. Alright, so I'm going to take the garden green card, fold it in half, give it a crease with my bone folder, flip this over, and this is going to go right on the front. Ta-da! Now we're going to do one more ribbon. This time I'm just going to tuck it underneath and tie it so it doesn't have to be as long. So this is a way to reserve some ribbon instead of having to go all the way around and then tie a bow. You wrap and tack it, and then you just slide this piece underneath, do a simple knot, give it a tug, just like that, and then pull the two ends up, get them lined up together, and then just snip them at the same time. That way your ends are roughly the same in length and in angle. Okay, now there we go. Nice simple, monochromatic card. So now we're going to go ahead and do our stamping. So I'm going to open up my garden green pad. I'm going to bring in my sentiment. Now, because it's a large sentiment, I found it easier to stamp it this way. Put the ink on. And my block does get a bit messy, but it all washes up just fine. So I'm just going to make sure that has ink on it. Looks good. So I'm going to stamp this in the center of my vanilla piece. Give that a good press so it transfers all those letters over. Perfect! Okay, now I'm going to let that dry for just a minute. While that dries, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my embellishment on my envelope. And for the inside, let's see what it says. On the inside I have, "May the Christmas season bring you special moments and happy memories." And that, I believe, I didn't bring the stamp set up, is from one of our Hostess sets. Greatest Part of Christmas Hostess set, which is in the fall holiday catalog. So we're going to go ahead and stamp that on our inside. So here's my inside panel. I'm going to ink that up on my pad. Now I usually line this up on my grid paper so it's square, and then I know I can stamp this down for a nice crisp, clean stamping, and it's square too. So I'm just going to add some snail to the back of my insert. Add that to the inside of my card. Okay, so I've got my card and my envelope done, so we now just have to die cut our sentiment. So, bringing in the Big Shot, back this up a little. I am using the Stitched Shapes framelits, and as you can see, it is a snug fit. So what I decided was I want the season loops on each end to be within my oval. Just shape it. My plate on top, I'm going to run that through. It's going to die cut it for me and give me that fun stitching on the edges. Easy enough. Pop that out of my die. Okay, and then that can be positioned onto your card. But I'm going to do one more thing. I've done this a lot lately, so you probably know what I'm about to do. But even though it's very slight, I have inked the edge of my oval just to give it a little more pop. So all I do is take my oval and I just run it. Now when it's a circle, it runs a little easier. I just run it on my ink pad. Okay, you could also use a sponge and brush it on, but I found that I really just like that light touch of rolling it in the ink. So there we go. So it just has a slight color edge on it. Alright, so now I'm going to flip this over, a couple dimensionals, pop that right up on the top of my card, and I kind of have it down overlapping my ribbon just a little, so it ties all of those things in together. And then just to add a little bit of bling, I know I should be using my pick tool, but I always use my fingers, so add a little bit of bling with our rhinestones. And there's our very simple designer series paper with sentiment card, all done in garden green. So I hope you enjoyed today's show and tell. I have another one in red to share with you, so stay tuned in a couple of days for that one. And this month, the month of November coming up, I shouldn't say this month, it's still October, but this month coming up, November, the Toile Tidings is what I'm sending out to all my VIPs for their card candy kits for the month. So those of you who are my lucky VIPs will have a sampling of this so you guys can make your own cards. So I hope you're all enjoying the holiday season. We're just about to go past Halloween here, and then we'll all be busy for Thanksgiving with friends and family, and then right on to Christmas. So get those Christmas cards designed, get your orders in, get your supplies early, and if you want gifts for under the tree, remember, you want to order by the first week of December to guarantee you have them in time. So get those wishes going. And I'll see some of you very soon for a class, and if I don't see you in person, you obviously can order cards online to be shipped to you as a card candy class. So, alright everybody, thanks so much. Remember, all the information on the card will be on the blog. You can download the tutorial, it's $2. And my VIPs, be watching the newsletters because you'll be getting the tutorials for free. Alright guys, thanks so much. Do some fun stamping. Bye-bye.